One day after class, students were gathered around Augie's locker. When they saw him coming, they quickly scattered. Augie found the class photo taped to his locker door. Everyone was in it except him, who had been edited out. Next to it were the words "No freaks allowed." A passing teacher noticed the photo too. He wanted to help Augie and asked him to name the culprit, but Augie refused to say anything. After Augie left, the teacher spotted a student hiding in the corner. One of the rich kid's group members. The teacher pointed at the photo, and the boy nodded shamefully. That's how the rich kid's bullying was exposed to the entire school. The principal called in his parents, but the rich kid's mother sat there with an air of superiority, showing no remorse for her son's actions. So the principal flipped over the photo to show them the back. One by one, he displayed the notes the rich kid had written to bully Augie, some with vicious words, others with ugly drawings. He'd slipped them into Augie's desk, locker, and onto his chair. School bullying is one of the worst behaviors, and the rich kid would be suspended for 2 days. But his mother argued, "It's because Augie is so ugly. He scared my son so badly we had to take him to a therapist. We donate a fortune to the school every year. You should be expelling Augie instead." The father chimed in, threatening that he had many friends on the school board. The principal stood his ground, and the rich kid's parents stormed out. Surprisingly, the rich kid himself apologized to the principal. During this time, Augie's sister Via had lost her best friend but found love instead. This made her former friend Miranda feel lost. She and Via had been best friends since kindergarten, and Miranda had been so close to Via's family she was like one of them. For several years, she'd even spent Christmas with Via's family. Miranda came from a single-parent home, so she envied Via's happy family. Every time she saw Via, she couldn't help comparing their lives and feeling inadequate. This jealousy made Miranda gradually distance herself from Via, though she deeply missed the time spent at Via's house. Before the end-of-term drama club performance, Miranda gave up her lead role to Via. Only she knew how much Via had always wanted her parents' attention, so this was her way of making Via's wish come true. That night, Via finally became the center of her family's attention. Looking at her grown, talented daughter from afar, their mother fell into memories. On Via's 3rd birthday, she'd wished for a baby brother. A year later, her son replaced her daughter as the family's center. The mother had always felt guilty about neglecting her daughter, but Augie's condition left her no choice. After the performance, mother and daughter embraced tightly. Yes, they were bound by blood and connected by heart. No words were needed. Love had always been there between them. Later, the school organized a camping trip. Augie and Jack snuck off to explore the forest and ran into some middle schoolers. As soon as they saw Augie, they started calling him horrible names and tried to touch his face. Jack stepped in to stop them but was pushed to the ground. Augie immediately stood in front of Jack, raising his fists to protect his friend. Despite the older kid's threats, Augie didn't back down an inch. Fortunately, their classmates showed up just in time, and they all escaped the forest safely. Once the danger passed, everyone looked at each other and smiled. The lead classmate approached Augie, saying how cool he'd been standing up for Jack. Augie bumped fists with him, then started crying. For the first time, he truly felt what it was like to belong. He walked to the lake, and his classmates followed, silently comforting him in their own ways. Before graduation, Augie's father finally admitted he'd hidden the astronaut helmet in his study. He offered to get it out, but Augie declined. He didn't need a helmet to hide behind anymore. At the graduation ceremony, Augie whispered to his mother, thanking her for deciding to send him to school. Despite all the difficulties and setbacks, he was truly